Hi everyone, I'm Robert J. Bailey, CPA. Now, why did the federal government shut down on October 1st? And why is it still shut down? Believe it or not, it all comes down to one issue, and it's a massive one affecting millions of Americans. It's not foreign aid, it's not border control, it's not defense spending, it's just one thing: the future of the Affordable Care Premium Tax Credits, also known as the extended Obamacare subsidies. Now in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly what those credits are, why they matter, and how they've become the deciding factor in the government shutdown. And folks, there are no politics here, just the facts so you can decide. What are ACA premium tax credits? The premium tax credit is a subsidy paid for with taxpayer dollars that helps people pay for health insurance bought through the Affordable Care Act marketplaces, also known as Obamacare. It lowers monthly premiums, and for most Americans, it's applied directly each month, so people see the savings right away in their insurance premiums. Now, Obamacare is the law of the land, folks. It's not going anywhere. But in March of 2021, when the pandemic hit, as part of the American Rescue Plan Act, income limits to qualify for tax credits were lifted from the 400% above poverty level limit set in the original Affordable Care Act. And the tax credits people received under the Affordable Care Act were increased to premium tax credits. So again, income limits were lifted to qualify for the tax credits, and the size of the tax credits were increased. Now, the changes to Obamacare, lifting income limits and increasing the size of the credits for insurance premiums, are set to expire on December 31st. After that, the original rules for Obamacare will go back into effect. Those original rules are that you are eligible for tax credits to lower your insurance premiums if your adjusted gross income is below 400% of the federal income poverty guide. So to give you an example, under the original Obamacare law, if a household of two people made $150,000 of gross income, minus their standard deduction of $31,500 on their tax return, that equals $118,500. So they are eligible for tax credits to lower their insurance premiums as 400% above the federal poverty line for a family of two is adjusted gross income of $122,000. Now, how many people rely on these credits? Well, as of 2025, right now, about 24 million Americans are enrolled in ACA marketplace plans. Roughly 1 in 7 Americans currently have or have had coverage through Obamacare. Those tax credits are a big reason why insurance premiums have stayed affordable for so many households, especially since the credits were temporarily expanded under pandemic relief laws. So when lawmakers debate whether to extend or change these credits, they're talking about something that directly affects tens of millions of Americans. Now, why did the government shut down? Democrats, well, they want to extend the changes made in 2021 that removed income limits and increased the size of the credits. Republicans, they want to let the changes expire and go back to the original income limits and the size of the credits under the original Obamacare law. Now, what are their arguments? Democrats say that without extending the changes made in 2021, health care insurance will become unaffordable for millions of Americans. It's as simple as that. Millions of Americans will lose the ability to pay for health care insurance. Republicans, they say that back in 2021, the Democrats voted for these changes to be temporary, and the Democrats wrote the law to have these changes expire at the end of 2025. Republicans say that the price tag is too high approximately $35 billion for 2026 to extend the premium tax credit amounts with no income limits. They say it's ridiculous that a household making $500,000 a year should be getting premium-sized tax credits paid for by American tax dollars. Well, who is right? In a sense, they both are. So that's why coming to an agreement should be so easy. First, instead of posturing for the news cameras, the leadership on both sides should be sitting down in a room together and coming to a compromised agreement. The American people elected you to work for the American people, so do it. Democrats, you say it's the Republicans that are always giving breaks to the rich. Well, with the current no income limits to receive premium tax credits that you want to extend, you are providing huge premium tax credit to people who are making $500,000 or more a year. That seems a little bit ridiculous. Now, Republicans, you know how bad the economy is, especially the job market and inflated prices that American working families are paying. Continuing the premium-sized tax credits for families with adjusted gross incomes within 400% of the federal poverty line is essential right now to allow families to keep their health care. Now, if the Democrats and Republicans would simply agree to work together so that income limits were again set at the 400% above poverty level, or even increase it to 500 or 600%, and keep the larger credits people currently get, the price tag would be reduced to $20 to $25 billion. And those Americans that truly need the help would get it. Now, folks, here's some numbers that will surprise you. On average, America provides foreign countries with between $50 to $55 billion of aid each year. That's our taxpayer dollars going to foreign countries. In 2023, we gave $175 billion, that's $175 billion to Ukraine alone. And that was not just for military equipment. Our tax dollars were being used to pay for their government pensions to pay their people. Just this week, President Trump announced that he would be giving Argentina $20 billion of aid. So with a price tag of $20 to $25 billion to fund a compromise bill for 2026 that would both set lower income limits but keep the size of the premium tax credits the same so Americans who need it most can afford it, there is not any excuse not to do it. And to you lawmakers on both sides, the polls show that 90% of Americans, including 58% of Trump supporters, want the premium tax credits extended in some form. And remember, 1 in 7 Americans receive this help to be able to afford health care. What you do now will be remembered at the voting booth. Now, folks, I would love to have your comments, so please give me your opinions in the comments below. I read each one of them and I respond to each one of them. I am Robert J. Bailey, CPA, and I will update you immediately as this most important issue develops. So please hit the subscribe button now. Now, folks, the purpose of this channel is to inform you so that you can keep more money in your pocket where it belongs. Everyone, please be well, and I'll see you soon.